as a vocalist.
Yeah.
Obviously going from, I don't know, I guess like a local level in some ways to then like having this constant touring cycle that you've been on lately. How have you approached it as a vocalist and mentally as well to be able to take on that many shows of this caliber?
I think now I almost prefer doing all these in a row. I think it was like the first time we ever did Europe and the first time we were ever faced with like 30 days in a row of just show, no breaks. That was where I was first like, oh, I really have to think about what I'm doing as a vocalist now. I need to think about how I approach touring. And yeah, it's been crazy since then, just like learning how to kind of navigate, because every tour is just so different. Every climate, every like factor that goes into just being a musician is just so different upon like a US tour to a Europe tour to an Australian tour. And yeah, I think just like learning how to approach each one now has really been helpful for me. And I don't know, it's been really interesting because I think I've been sober for a year now, and I've noticed how like obviously cutting back alcohol like just helped me like pay dividends, to be honest.
Really?
It's been crazy. And yeah, honestly, just taking care of yourself is just such an important factor that when we were young touring Europe, we were just going ham every night because like, let's experience this, let's go fucking nuts. And now it's just we're kind of boring now, but like it helps taking care of yourself. What can I say? It's fucking awesome.
It's so funny, like, because a lot of people talk about that switch from, okay, we're kind of like athletes now. It's so physical.
Honestly,
and,
it's crazy. And you look at like the whole thing about, I don't know, like the after like sport life for athletes. It's like the same for musicians. Like all of a sudden you just dumped in, you're like, oh, where am I? It's like a kind of a PTSD moment. Like I don't know, it's pretty crazy, like just going from just full on everything all the time and just working and then you just kind of stop. But yeah, I don't know, I think you're right with the athlete like comparison with musicians. There is a lot of like close representation there.